What is another paid day off that you wish you could take advantage of? 601-995-1017. I remember it was probably like 10 years ago or so, whenever Mental Health Day, like talking about taking a mental health day, stopped so much being a joke and became a real thing that companies offer people. A benefit companies will offer to people, mental health days on their paid time off. And now there's even more paid days off. Just told you about the Japanese company that is introducing hangover leave. If you're hungover, you can take a hangover day. And now companies are thinking about implementing a new kind of day, a ping pong day. A day for you to take it off work and just play ping pong all day.
What? So,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
do people actually want to take days off work so they could just stay in bed and play ping pong with somebody?
Bingo. That's exactly right. And there's a company that is offering their employees ping pong days as an additional benefit.
I guess.
There was a survey that was done, actually. They surveyed people who have taken days off work specifically for the purposes of playing ping pong, and their productivity goes way up. They're less stressed. A lot of people are thinking this is a good idea.
I mean, I'm all for having extra days off. I just can't imagine that being a reason I want a day off.
Could you imagine telling your boss that
No!
It's like, hey, I'm going to take one of my ping pong days?
That's so awkward. That's nobody's business.
Okay, so you're not interested in ping pong days.
No.
You would what if it was you could either take the ping pong days or you have to work those days?
I don't know that I could accept a job offer where there are ping pong days on the table, because that's so weird.
Oh, see, that's interesting, because a lot of employees in this survey where this came out, a lot of people said that they would consider taking a new job that did offer ping pong days.
Oh, that's so weird.
So what is a day off? Like an extra day off, not a sick day, not a mental health day or a vacation day, but some other kind of day.
I want pet days.
Really?
Just because especially living in an apartment, like last minute, I'll get a notice like last week. It was like, hey, pest control is coming to the apartment today. So then I've got to scram to figure out what I'm going to do with my dog so he doesn't get out when pest control comes. It would be so easy if I could just say, hey, got to take a pet day today.
So my question to you there is, like, let's say this company started offering pet days. Would you think that only pet owners are entitled to pet days?
No, I'd say everybody could have pet days, and you could, use them for your kids or stuff like that too.
Because the days that I would like are sleep days. I would like maybe one sleep day a month. But my thing is, and I don't care if this makes me sound bad, I think it should only go to employees that have a wacky schedule.
Like us, like morning people.
Yeah, if you're working at 9 to 5 and you get there at 9:05 and leave at 4:55 every day, I don't necessarily think you need an extra sleep day. If you're having to get to work at 4:15 in the morning, or if you're working like second or third shift, your sleep schedule's all wacky.
What if we take this? We just got a text that said a run errands day. What if 9 to 5ers get the errands day? And the people who have weird schedules who can run their errands and go to appointments can have sleep days.
That is actually a pretty good compromise.
Okay.
Because that is true. Now,
yeah.
Granted, I don't get my errands run.
But you could with our schedule. Like at 2 p.m., that's a perfectly acceptable time to go to the dentist, to go to the grocery store.
Right. No, I understand. I just don't do that. I don't make myself do that. If you've got a company, maybe think about implementing some ping pong days. Study shows that it will boost productivity and workplace loyalty if you offer extra paid days off to play a little ping pong, if you know what I'm saying.
I know someone who took a ping pong day.
Really?
Yeah. Whenever I was working in England, I was working with someone who took the day off, and the boss let it slip to me that they were taking the day off because their Tinder date had gone so well the night before.
What?
And they were still with...
And the boss knew that?
Yeah, the boss told me.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
it was awkward. That's why I'm not exactly a fan of these ping pong days, because it's so awkward.
What else would you like a day off for? 601-995-1017. Hangover days are starting to be a thing in Tokyo at a company. And this text says, hi, I think we should have time of the month days. which has been discussed before.
It has. And like as a woman, I'm all for that. But it's like, should men get that benefit too?
Because it is sort of unfair. And I'm not making the argument, but I am saying that like if women could be productive less time than men, I could hear the argument that that would mean that men deserve to make more money.
What if women work more during, like, what if we're doing 10-hour shifts?
I would need to see the data on that. I would need to see the data on productivity and everything. But you had asked this person, would men get those days too?
And they said, I don't mind sharing. We actually need them more during that time as well.
You need the men more during that time. See, if I was in a relationship, I would not be taking time off to be able to spend more time with my girlfriend while she's experiencing that.
No, you wouldn't want to take time of the month, days off,
no,
just so you
I'd
could be with her?
I'd want to take days off before or after
but not
to
during.
prepare myself or recover. But during, I'll pull a double shift, actually. I'll just live at work for a week. That'll be fine.